Friendship is a painfully funny portrait of what happens when one man's loneliness becomes another man's nightmare. This film is a slow-motion car crash, one man awkwardly crossing every emotional boundary in the name of friendship. Craig Waterman is an emotionally starved suburban dad. When his charming new neighbor Austin Carmichael moves in, Craig sees a chance to fill that void, but the harder he tries to bond, the more uncomfortable things get. What begins as a cringe-inducing attempt at friendship spirals into a psychological tailspin, where the line between connection and obsession dissolves completely. This isn't really a story about making friends. It's about needing one too badly, and what that desperation can turn you into when you don't know how to handle it. Friendship walks a razor-thin line between comedy and psychological horror. You laugh, but it feels wrong. You're not laughing with Craig, you're laughing at him. And then you feel kinda gross about it. Director Andrew DeYoung builds a world where Tim Robinson's unhinged, socially maladaptive behavior is played against a cast of grounded, realistic characters. That dissonance gives the film its off-kilter tone and makes Craig's isolation even more suffocating. The more he tries to connect, the more unnerving it becomes. You keep thinking, please stop, but he doesn't, because he can't. It's painful to watch because it feels familiar. Not the extremes maybe, but the core feeling. That ache to be liked, that fear of being left out, that awkward moment when you try to be funny or vulnerable and it doesn't land. It's pretty impressive how the film makes someone so socially repulsive feel oddly relatable. You want to crawl out of your skin, and yet, you get it. DeYoung said he wanted audiences to feel a strange catharsis from this secondhand embarrassment, watching Craig do what you've maybe felt, but would never actually do. Craig and Austin represent two extremes of how men often experience emotional intimacy. Craig's raw neediness versus Austin's polite, passive avoidance. When people don't know how to deal with their feelings, they tend to do one of two things. Shut down or go way too far. We get silence or intensity. Craig isn't malicious, he's just hungry. Hungry for attention, validation, any sign that he belongs. He's trying so hard to be liked that he loses all sense of self. Loneliness isn't shameful, but unchecked, it can distort our perception and push us to extremes. Vulnerability is valuable, but it has to come with awareness. No matter how badly you want to belong, you can't make someone choose you. Learn to be your own friend first.